guys, how you doing? Joe Barnes here, and it is Thursday the 22nd of September. Now, today Facebook had their F8 conference and announced the brand new look profile. Now, this is called your timeline. Now, when I was listening to the actual announcement, I did mistakenly think that you had your profile and this was kind of an extra thing, but no, this completely takes over your profile. This is it. This is your new timeline, and I have to say it's pretty funky. It's going to get some getting used to, but it is pretty funky. So let's have a really quick look, and then I'm going to show you how you can go and get yours right now. So as you can see, there's this big place up here now for a huge photo, which you can change anytime you want to. You can just click on here and click change cover. And then you can go and choose from your photos or upload a new photo or remove it altogether. Okay, here's my normal profile picture that was on my profile. And then in the middle here, I've kind of got all my stuff. So my friends, my photos, my subscribers, my likes, the pages that I like, any notes I've written, any subscriptions that I'm subscribing to, and all the sort of bits and pieces about me here. Okay, so that's kind of my central section. I've then got this view activity button. Now this is completely personal to you. Nobody else, when they're logged on and looking at your timeline, will see this view activity button here. And this is just telling you, all of the recent activity that has occurred on your timeline. Okay. What else is going on here? Here's where your status updates occur as per normal. There's your status updates, and this kind of remains here that you can list your status updates. Okay. And then you've got recent activity, you've got your top posts, and as you go down, you can see that here are your posts. Here's your, I've updated my cover photo. This is my post about the fact that I have timeline. You just go through, and it's done in, if you can see now, we're on now. You see, so you go down your timeline. These are all things that are happening right now that I've been posting on my wall. Okay, and then you can go down, and I could click August and see what was I posting in August, and it will take you through and show you all the different things you were posting in August in this kind of lovely layout here. I really like it. I think it's really, really funky. And you can go all the way back, so I could go back to 2010 and have a look at all the different things I was posting back in 2010 and other people were posting on my wall and all of that kind of stuff. Now, the way you can do it as well is you've got these little, when you highlight over things, you've got these little stars which you can feature on timeline, or you can actually edit or remove the posts. Okay, so you can really have a play around with this. So I could go over here and I could click feature on timeline. Okay, and I could feature this post right across my timeline there, or I could go in and edit it and I could change the date, or I could hide it from the timeline altogether. Okay, and then I just click on that button there to put it back to where it was. So you can really have a good play around with this, and and you notice that the nav bar is static and the ads down the side are static, and there's loads more. Okay, there's going to be loads more coming. The main thing with timeline is going to be the apps that you're going to be able to attribute to it. But anyway, look, I wanted this to be a really quick video just to give you a very quick overview of timeline and to show you how you can go and get yours. Okay. So here's where you go and get yours. You're going to developers. Okay, so if you head over to www.facebook.com/developers. Okay, now you're going to need a verified account for this. So if you have not created an app before, then I would suggest that at the moment you wait until timeline actually comes out for everybody. But if you're somebody who's already verified your account either with a credit card or a telephone number, and you have already created an app before, then there's no reason why you can't go and do this. So before I move forward, can I just say that I do need to credit this video to Greg Komparek, I think I've said that right, from TechCrunch, who I went on to earlier this evening to find out how to go and do this. So thank you very much for this, Greg. Now, basically what you're going to do is go and create a new app, okay? So simply go through the system to create a new app, just call it whatever you want, test app, let's call it test 365. We're going to have the app namespace as well. You need to put in an app namespace, okay? It doesn't take numbers. Test Must be at least SNA. There we go, test SNA. Okay, and then click I agree to the platform privacy policy, and then continue. Okay, oh, go through this horrible. Oh, I can't see that at all. I see. I think. I don't know. Could be right, could be wrong. There's a song in there somewhere, isn't there? Could be right, could be wrong. Let me just pause while that sort of sorts itself out. Okay, so here I am in my test app. Okay, and what you want to do is head over here to the left to Open Graph and click on Open Graph. Click on that and you can see here it says Get Started with Open Graph. So the first thing you need to do is define an action and an object. I'm not going to go through and explain what that means. I'm just going to tell you what to do. You've got here, look, people can watch, plan, review and read a movie, trip, restaurant or book. So in other words, this is the action. So I'm going to watch or read. We'll put in there read a book. Okay. And then just click Get Started. And that's going to bring up a big old page with all the different ways that you can read a book. Okay. So Joe read a book. Joe is reading a book. Joe and 3 other friends are reading a book. Anyway, don't worry too much about that. This is really to do with developing apps on Facebook. But just click Save Changes and Next. This is because the timeline is in beta. So it's essentially being opened at the moment to developers. Okay. But if anybody's a developer if you've created an application on Facebook, so why not? Let's all jump in on the action and check it out. Now that just takes a while to save, so let me just pause a second while it saves that. That's it, it's saved. Okay, now what's going to happen is when you go back to your page, of course I've already done it, but when you go back to your page, you're going to see a little box up here. Let me show you exactly what that looks like because I took a screenshot of it. You're going to see, when you go back to your news feed, you're going to see this at the top. Introducing timeline, a new kind of profile. Okay, and if you click on Get It Now, then this is what you're going to end up with, your timeline. All right. So there you go, this is it. That's it, my profile is gone. I now have my timeline. As you can see, I can choose to publish it now if I want, or I can wait until it goes live on Thursday, September the 29th. So it's going live in a week's time. So I am actually going to give myself a couple of days to just get a bit more used to it before I click publish, but I shall probably publish it sometime over the weekend. Why not? Let's just get going. So there we go, guys. That's it. That's how you go and get your timeline. So if you feel confident in wanting to go and do that, then do that. If you'd rather wait, then I would just sit back and wait until Facebook actually roll it out. It's all going to be rolled out over the next few weeks. Obviously, there's been a lot of changes over the last couple of weeks. So the news feed has changed. We've got this new subscribe button now with subscribers subscribing to our posts and all sorts of things going on. So just to let you know that I have got a webinar on Saturday night. Okay. And you can go to the events. If you go onto my profile, you'll see this event on my profile. You can click here to register for the webinar on Saturday night, when I'm going to be going through all of the recent Facebook changes and updating you on everything that's going on. It's all very exciting and a little bit disorientating, so I'm just going to run you through everything that's happening there. So hopefully I will see you on Saturday night. In the meantime, if you've got any queries or questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to comment on the bottom of this video, and I look forward to having a look at your timeline very soon. Take care, speak soon, bye bye.